This video is in response to a comment on another video that talking about, can you suggest a daily regimen for learning Spanish? Because I do a lot of different things. I practice speaking. I have a tutor. I read. I watch videos. Uh, Partly it may be due to my anxiety about speaking with people. I don't particularly enjoy speaking with people in my first language, much less in I think it was Spanish that they're learning. Let's use Spanish as the stand-in here, but this applies to learning any language. So in response to that, there's a thought experiment I like to do sometimes with people, especially when they're thinking, what is this all about for me? Like, what's going on? Why don't I feel like I'm learning more? So the thought experiment is this: imagine there's a magic wand, and all of a sudden, magically, you are the Spanish speaker of your dreams, like native, like fluent in Spanish, all of a sudden, as a magic wand. What would you do then? Like, you wake up that morning, and you go, whoa, okay, so now what? It's like this thing my dad used to say, where he's like, when you see, maybe a lot of people say this, I don't know. It sounds like a thing that older people say. It's like when the dog's chasing the car, what would it do if it caught it? You know, like it seems like this amazing, like I'm always chasing something, some feeling, or like looking to escape some feeling, like this feeling of like, I don't. There's always something more to learn in Spanish. You can always find a reason to think, ooh, that's something I don't know, or but there's many other. What about other dialects or something? Like there's all these things that can make you think, oh, it's a never-ending thing, which it is. It is a never-ending thing. Like it's an infinite thing. So that gives us reason to always feel like, ooh, there's something to chase, right? So what would you do if you got it? Like caught the car. What would you do? So take the magic wand. Now I'm a fluent, Mandarin speaker. What would I do? Well, I'd like to watch that movie. That would be interesting. That'd be crazy. I'd be sit there, watch that, and understand it. No. I'm gonna go right into Chinatown and just like mingle with the people and talk with, order at the restaurant in perfect Chinese and shock the people. You know what I mean? No, I would actually take a flight. Or I would, you know what I mean? Like, what would you do? And then do that. Like, just do that now, even if it's in a small way. In other words, I might not have perfect Mandarin Chinese for Chinatown, but I could put together a very small routine and at least be able to say hello. Oh, but I wouldn't really do that because it's not enough. If it's not enough now, it won't be enough later. You have to create what's called a morphic field. This is like a quantum physics thing. It's something that is more like when something happens once, it's more likely to happen again. It's kind of like the 4-minute mile. Like no one thought you could do it, and then one person does it. Now 20 people do it. So something that happens even on a small scale is more likely to happen on a large scale. It's thought that that's why like spooky action at a distance happens, like a voodoo doll. Like if it happens here, it happens there because things. All right. So creating a morphic field, but first it's deciding what do I want? So like I'm here to study Spanish, but that's just a means to an end. Being able to speak Spanish or understand Spanish, knowing Spanish, that's a tool. That's a medium. It's a medium. Unless you love language learning, then it's like an end in itself. But if you don't particularly love it, you're just like, I gotta learn Spanish so I can. What is the so I can? That's the big question. And then once we know that, then let's go, oh, okay, so it is Korean music. Okay, well, let's start with the Korean music. Put the textbook down. Let's start with the Korean music. Create a morphic field. Ooh, I understood one whole song. It took me 2 weeks to understand the whole song. But now that I know that song, I'm jamming to that song. The next one comes easier. So the daily regimen, I don't know. It sounds like maybe it's putting the cart before the horse. Like, let me learn Spanish so I can do such and such thing. What is that such and such thing? So that's the big question. And by waving the magic wand and thinking, ooh, if I already had it, what would I do? All right. So I never know how to end the video. So just end it like that.